In the world of Middle-earth, few items hold as much fascination and allure as the Silmarils. These legendary jewels, steeped in beauty and power, have etched their mark on the annals of fantasy. Their story is riddled with ambition, obsession, and conflict, a narrative that we will unravel in the upcoming video series. In our journey today, we shall trace the path of these illustrious jewels, from their creation to their aftermath, giving a brief overview of what the series on the Silmarils will contain. The Silmarils were more than just jewels. They were a testament to the craftsmanship and skill of the elves. Created by Fëanor, the most gifted of the elven folk, these jewels were brought to life to capture the radiant light of the two trees of Valinor. The Silmarils were unparalleled in their beauty and craftsmanship, a perfect blend of artistry and magic. They were not mere adornments, they represented the purity of Valinor, the hope for an unspoiled world. These radiant jewels were more than just precious stones. They held the very essence of the dazzling light that once illuminated the world. They were a symbol of a time when the world was unmarred, when beauty and peace reigned supreme. The Silmarils' significance goes beyond their material value. They symbolize the essence of Middle-earth itself. They were a beacon of hope, a symbol of an era that was, and perhaps, a promise of what might be once again. Like a moth to a flame, the Silmarils attracted the attention of Morgoth, the first Dark Lord. Wielding deceit and darkness, Morgoth stole the radiant jewels from Fëanor's fortress in Valinor, plunging the realm into despair. The theft wasn't just a loss of precious gems, it was a blow to the heart of elven pride and hope. With the Silmarils in his clutches, Morgoth's power grew, his malice reached new heights, and his enmity with the elves intensified. This act of thievery set the stage for conflicts that would reshape the world. In the wake of the theft, Fëanor and his sons swore an oath that would have far-reaching consequences. They pledged, with the holy mountain of Tanicatil as their witness, to reclaim the stolen Silmarils at any cost. Their oath was not just a promise, but a binding commitment that would lead them into rebellion against the LotR, the divine powers of the world. Their actions resulted in exile, casting them out from the bliss of Aman. The oath would lead them on a path of war and sorrow. The Silmarils became the catalyst for a series of conflicts known as the Wars of Beleriand. These wars, fueled by the desire to possess the Silmarils, were a tumultuous time, filled with rivalries and battles. Conflict, such as the Battle of Sudden Flame, the Dagor Bragollach, and the Nirnaeth Arno Ediad, were all caused at least in part by the desire to possess the Silmarils. The beauty and power of the Silmarils was so intoxicating that it led to a relentless struggle for control, causing devastation across the land. Every faction, every individual, was drawn into the fray, their fates intertwined with the destiny of these legendary jewels. In the pursuit of the Silmarils, the land was soaked in blood. The allure of the Silmarils led many on perilous quests to retrieve them. Beren and Luthien, the star-crossed lovers, braved the depths of Angband, while Maedhros, driven by an unbreakable oath, attempted to reclaim what was lost. And let's not forget Erendil, who sailed the uncharted waters in the hope of redemption. These quests were filled with trials and sacrifices, echoing the immense power and allure of the Silmarils. For each of these characters, the Silmarils represented hope and desire. The climax of these conflicts was the War of Wrath, waged to retrieve the Silmarils from Morgoth's grasp. As the forces of good rallied against the darkness, the battle raged on with an intensity never seen before. The outcome? Morgoth was defeated, cast into the void, and the Silmarils were finally wrested from his clutches. Yet, the end of this war marked not just a victory, but also the shattering of a once unspoiled world. The victory, however, was bittersweet. Despite their losses, the sons of Fëanor were still bound by their oath, leading to ongoing conflicts. They were as moths drawn to the flame of the Silmarils, their every action dictated by the unyielding grip of their vow. Maedhros, Fëanor's eldest, was no exception. The remaining Silmarils, those dazzling jewels of power and peril, were the fuel that kept the fires of discord burning. Their pursuit was a constant source of tension, a thorn that could not be removed. The Silmarils continued to be a source of strife among the elves. In their pursuit of the Silmarils, elves turned against their own kindred in events known as the kinslayings. The first kinslaying saw Fëanor and his followers slaughter their own kin, the Teleri, to seize their ships. The second and third kinslayings involved the sons of Fëanor attacking fellow elves to regain the Silmarils. These deeds of bloodshed led to the doom of the Noldor, a divine curse that marked their fate. The pursuit of the Silmarils brought not glory, but doom upon the Noldor. One of the Silmarils found its way to the sky, set as a shining star by Eärendil. Eärendil, the great mariner, bore the Silmaril across the vast heavens, a beacon of hope in the gloom. This celestial jewel, radiant and unwavering, became a symbol of the elves' enduring spirit, their losses and their triumphs. It stood as a testament to the sacrifices made and the battles fought. It marked the pages of Middle-earth's history, illuminating the world below. The Silmaril in the sky served as a reminder of the past and a beacon of hope. The pursuit of the Silmarils and their consequences led to the decline and suffering of the Noldor. These once noble elves, consumed by their obsession with the Silmarils, spiraled into a cycle of conflict and sorrow. The jewels, while embodying immense beauty and power, became a symbol of their downfall. The Noldor's history was forever marked by their relentless pursuit, their sacrifices, and the internal strife it caused. The Noldor paid a heavy price for their obsession with the Silmarils. The Silmarils were jewels of power and peril, shaping the history of Middle-earth. Their allure led to wars, quests, and monumental sacrifices. Join us in this series on the Silmarils as we explore how and why they were made, how Morgoth stole them, how some were recovered and some were lost, alongside the adventures of Beren and Luthien, the inheritance of Eärendil, the repentant Maglor, and more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.